So now for something different. Kevin, tell me, what do PGA, Live Golf, and Manchester United have in common?
Yeah, so Julie, good to steal a page from Monty Python there. And now for something completely different. We're looking at a lot of Middle Eastern money. Oil flows, and so does Middle Eastern money towards sporting events as of late, it seems. Saudi Arabia is, of course, backing Live, and we saw a lot of spending on soccer as of late with the Qataris spending lavishly on their World Cup. That was certainly anything but controversial. And then now more Qatari money heading towards Manchester United and their American owners departing, and now more oil-rich owners in the Premier League. And I'm sure that Kim, being a bigger soccer fan than I, has more commentary on that in particular.
Well, yeah, I mean, we just saw Manchester City win the treble. As a Man United fan, I'm going to say that it is, of course, the second treble, not the first ever one, with their petrodollars. But petrodollars are a big thing in sports right now. I mean, Live Golf merging with PGA was a huge surprise, not just to everybody who watches the sport, but also to the players. You read some of the stuff that players were surprised and angry. They'd given up a lot of money to keep the PGA intact. There was a lot of comments about, we're not going to do this because of political reasons. There's always with the Middle East concerns about human rights records, and they had passed on it. And now all of a sudden, there's just one big global golf organization. That is probably an idea of what Saudi Arabia is looking to do. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why they want to do this. There is the prestige idea of it. They have tried to woo some of the best players. They got Ronaldo in soccer. They didn't get Messi. He went over to Inter Miami, so he's going to be playing in the U.S. It's competing money for the global game, but also, to put a bit of a wonky perspective on it, it's also a way for all these oil-rich countries to get rid of their dollar reserves that they have and to put it into something else. They've got a lot of, they sell all their oil in dollars, and they've got all these dollars. Where do they put them?
Yeah, and if anybody wants to feel better about trades they didn't make, and the types of looking back at things that could have been, Tiger Woods apparently gave up over $700 million to sign with Liv in order to stay loyal to the PGA, and then they ended up merging anyway. So what could have been, I guess.
But do you think that this is a good route to take?
For whom?
I asked that question, and I kind of want to say for everyone all around, but there's just been so much backlash, but then that's also going the political route.
Yeah, I think that it's a tough question, because if there's one golf league and it has a huge investment from the Saudis, it's going to attract more attention. There might be some political wrangling over the status of the PGA and certain tax implications, etc. Maybe even an antitrust action, who knows? There's different ways that regulators could, lash out at the PGA if they choose to do so, and that's not out of the question. For the Saudis, I think that Kim laid out a pretty good idea of how it benefits them, and also a good perspective on perhaps differing motivations for them in investing in sports. As far as the Premier League, there's already a ton of owners that are from different backgrounds, and the only controversy we've seen recently is Roman Abramovich having to sell Chelsea because of the Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But as long as Saudi Arabia isn't looking to invade anybody soon, I don't see much risk there.
Read more about the stories you heard today on SeekingAlpha.com, and go to SeekingAlpha.com/subscriptions to get to the bottom line on any stock or ETF with our premium features and analysis. I'm your host, Julie Morgan. Thanks for listening. Now go out and make it a great day.